because they aren't security guards, but private military contractors?
Shit, I had no idea. Should the bank be allowed to?
Here we go.
Meidän chipinä on strahali na kussi.
Okay, fine.
Be somebody else.
You sign up after the OG incident?
Seems as though there are more police than usual.
Really? I would not know.
Get stuck at the office?
We have a deadline in a few days, and there is so much to get done before then. I do not think we will make it.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace access granted.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. That conversation we recovered, you know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this Orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
Ark is being manipulated, set up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes, but...
Janus.
Adam! The site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the electrical grid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
Area under surveillance. Activity in this area. Continuing general patrol mode. Scanning. Area certified secure. No unauthorized personnel detected. The premises are secure. Continuing general patrol mode.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
cautious patrol. No hostile activity detected. Continuing cautious patrol mode. Local scan completed. Maintaining cautious patrol. Area secure.
I did not like the way those guards from the bank were looking at me earlier. Those Tagos guys? What? What happened? Are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. I guess...
Mr. Jensen, it's Nomad Stanek. Please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter, they're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Prakarska district, an apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
He's always break. It sucks!
Can't even trust the department.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prakarska district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
Listen, I'm just about to get in the elevator.
There's still to be some way to get off this job.
Alex, did Janus actually have a plan for this robbery? Or does he expect me to shoot my way to the vault?
He had someone slip a package into the bank manager's car.
Someone?
It's parked in the employee parking garage. Let me know when you've got it. I'm glad you're doing this, Adam.
There you go.
It was nothing. Taking up post.
Narrow patrol.
Okay, Alex, I got the package. Now what?
There's supposed to be a data rod and an access card inside, but the card is blank. Janus said we need to imprint it with biometrics from an active account holder.
So what? Kidnap somebody and steal their DNA?
Maybe next week. Tonight we can get what's needed from an office on the 3rd floor. According to a contact, the bank keeps clients' profiles on a secure terminal there.
So all I gotta do is get through security to find it. Great.
Yes, since 2017. However, this particular building was completed in 2024, and since then it's
never
acted as a
breached
head
the
office.
level. Allow me to finish with this gentleman, sir.
Yes?
Absolutely.
This is she.
Jensen, it's Smiley. Your friend, Nomad Stanek, escaped custody. Agent Riley said he was...
Yeah, I heard. His daughter's in trouble.
Trouble? What kind of trouble? You know where they are? Adam, you need to go find them, both of them, before it's too late.
I'm on it.
Good. Haven't heard from mezzanine level or the corporate vault basement yet.
Can you get confirmation from IT?
I could, but it would only be able to confirm sending out the codes.
Doesn't protocol include that each hub acknowledge receiving security updates?
In a perfect world, everyone would follow procedures to the letter. But this isn't a perfect world. Let's see what I can find out.
Don't know when I can get them. I just received the up-to-date code from IT.
Good. I asked them to send you the current protocol. You know, they really should be sending this out to you regularly.
It's okay. I know about protocol. They must be approved by...
The room is booked for an important conference call.
Don't we need it to discuss the new codes? Janus won't be happy when he learns they have...
Where are you, Mr. Jensen? You said you were coming.
I got caught up in something. I'll be there soon, Mr. Stanek.
There is no more soon. You are too late. My little girl is gone. She's gone to their ascension.
Mr. Stanek. Nomad. Shit. Alex, you still with me? I'm accessing the biometric terminal now. How's this supposed to work?
The way Janus explained it, malware on the card will look for the profile of an authorized VersaLife representative and clone it.
I thought he said the card was blank.
Technically, I said it. Sorry. But the card should be active now. Find the elevator to the basement and try it.
The access card worked, Alex. I'm in the elevator, heading down.
Janus is good, man. He said security measures prevent wireless communications near the vault, so you and I will lose contact soon.
Meaning I'll be on my own from here on in.
Just until you enter the VersaLife vault and plug the data rod into their terminal. Janus should be able to contact you directly once it's installed. He had me load a bunch of malware on it. Of course, you have to reach the vault access room and call down the VersaLife vault first. If you're stopped by security...
John, this is basically a data haven. It means we deal with the biggest, the richest, and the most powerful.
And those are the ones with the most to hide. Right here in those containers.
Maybe, but they're also the ones under the most scrutiny. The ones that have to jump through the most hoops.
Rightfully so. When you only answer to stockholders and the bottom line is your only concern, let me tell you, the way you make decisions is completely skewed.
How would you know? You're a security guard. And speaking of that, let's get back to it.
Access granted.
Still offline. IT is running a final system before fully activating it.
Better safe than sorry. Imagine the damage one of those ceiling-mounted turrets would malfunction.
No danger of that. Both Janus and Mr. Oshiro have overview on the auto systems.
Didn't help that engineer, what, a few years back?
An engineer or a corporate spy? She got what she deserved. Better get back to it or we'll get ours.
All clear, all quiet, confirm.
Confirmed, as you were.
Leaving post. Might have something.
Stay calm.
All clear here.
Confirmed. Let's wrap it up.
Just in case somehow you can hear me, I'm about to call down the VersaLife vault, Alex. Janus, can you hear me?
Yes. The link is weak, but I can strengthen it.
Wait, what are you doing?
The data rod contains a secret program. It's flagging everything it finds on Project Orchid and sending it to me.
Wait, that's an audio file. Can I hear it?
Hello?
Bob, it's Megan. Those Orchid samples you told my new assistant to send to Switzerland?
I asked him not to bother you with that.
It's okay. I told him he could. But it's just... I've never heard of this GARM facility before.
A recent acquisition. I'll have to take you there someday.
That's not necessary. Listen, the changes we made to the Orchid's Cas enzymes, they're incredibly dangerous. Until we perfect the replacement-based fragment, GARM's researchers must keep a neutralizing enzyme on hand.
I've read your reports, Megan. I know all about the failures of the CRISPR molecule. I'm even keeping a sample of the neutralizer inside a secure vault in case your research gets corrupted.
You are?
Trust me, you have nothing to worry about.
Thank you. I just wanted to be sure this time. Good night, Bob.
Good night, my dear.
Megan.
Dr. Reed, you seem disappointed. She joined VersaLife shortly before Seraph Industries closed. I assumed you knew.
I don't suppose you know anything about this facility in Switzerland.
GARM? I've been digging into it ever since your ex said the name. It was a geological research center until 2025, when Bell Tower Associates bought it. They didn't list it on their balance sheet when they filed for bankruptcy.
Yeah. I guess they also forgot to mention the Spec Ops unit that went AWOL. I have to get to Garm.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking about the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai. If Paige sent them the Orchid.
That's everything. Unless they're storing something physical in there. Either way, I suggest you leave soon. With the vault in that position, you should be able to exit through the shaft. Good luck, Mr. Jensen. And please don't forget the data rod when you leave.
Access granted.
Janus, can you hear me? I think I found that neutralizing enzyme Megan and Paige were talking about.
We don't have a lot of time, Mr. Jensen. We'll lose contact.
No problem, I got this one. I might be able to save a life or two with this, if the Orchid shows up again.
Access granted. Access granted. Access granted.
Miller, it's Jensen. I've got a lead on the augmented mercs who ambushed us in Dubai.
You're supposed to be investigating the train station attack.
Just hear me out. There's a research facility.
Not like this, you don't. I'm en route to Prague now. She'll be landing at Chicane's helipad any minute. I'll hear you out there. Miller out.
Jensen, you still got that calibrator on you? If you do, man, I'm ready to optimize that crazy system of yours. I got everything I need now to fix you up real good.
You mean the way you fixed me up last time?
No. This is gonna be different, huh? On Vaclav's honor. Just get to the lab and you'll see.
Adam, it's Arya. I just heard what happened. God, right outside your apartment?
What happened outside my apartment?
Someone got all their implants torn out. Was left to bleed to death in the alley. When I first heard where it was, I thought...
I'm fine, Arya. It wasn't me.
Be careful going home. It's not the first one of these I've heard about.
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
This procedure. There won't be any surprises like last time.
Last time I was surprised by your crazy tech. But now is totally different. Now I know what's under that hood of yours. And you got me the tool I need. Changes everything.
So what are you gonna do exactly?
I'm gonna optimize your system. No more worrying about overheating. No more worrying about glitches. Jensen 2.0. Sounds pretty good, right?
You really think Rucker was the problem? That his death is somehow gonna make things better for Hogs?
I don't think he was the solution. We need a new leader. Someone a little less beardy, McFancy diploma. Someone who's gonna fight, you know? Stand up to some of these bullshit laws. You hear about the Human Restoration Act?
Yeah. If the restoration vote passes, I don't know that it's gonna matter very much who the leader is.
It's gonna be a government-mandated horror show is what it's gonna be. Men in white coats pulling out augmentations like they are teeth. Ugh. Anyway, speaking of medical horrors, you ready for me to fix you or what?
Alright. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
I tried. I need a hit.
Something wrong?
Feels like I'm freezing into a solid chunk of ice.
It makes me scared.
Another reason to hate technology.
I thought it was around here somewhere.
Shouldn't we be arresting you know who by now?
Johnny's not going anywhere. What's your hurry?
I was given the same orders you were, sir.
I know all about our orders. Do me a... Orders are orders. I know all about our orders. Do me a favor, eh? At least pretend to look for evidence.
You don't think he did it?
I do think he did it. But I also think we should at least try to prove it. If that's okay with you.
Anything you say, sir.
Daria says something, but apparently she doesn't talk to cops.
We can't let them get away with this. You have to tell us. Excuse me. Please. Did they send you to protect me?
The police. I give up.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Orc victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I was a cop once. Old habits die hard.
In America?
Yeah, Detroit. It was a long time ago.
I bet you have a lot of experience. You're used to this sort of thing.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
It's natural to be scared.
Then you understand. I don't want to get involved if I don't have to.
Sure, I understand. You don't know anyone here. But there's a chance this could happen again. The more you're willing to cooperate with the police, the better the odds of catching whoever's responsible.
I know.
It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an AUG.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. Talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I'd like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
You're giving the cops here too much credit. From what I've seen, it's never about doing the right thing.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? My superiors tend to assume that all AUGs are the same, which is wrong. Just like it's wrong to assume that all us cops are the same.
Let me guess. You're one of the good guys.
I wouldn't say that, but I'm not one of the assholes. Work as a cop long enough in this city, you learn to lower your expectations.
I used to be a cop. 12 years. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forgo any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forgo the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was going to work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
Away from the crime scene, sir. Just because Montag trusts him doesn't mean I do.
I think he found something.
Away from the crime scene, sir. Wish we could just shoot any hog we see.
It's your turn to buy the coffee.
Once upon a time, I could have shot newspapers on my clothes. Another reason to hate technology.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. She had enemies.
I hear there's been serious.
You want me to keep giving you updates every 2 minutes?
Yeah, thought as much.
You think I don't know what's going on here? You think I don't know what's going on here?
They love to tear us apart.
Give it a rest, huh?
I've got nothing else to say.
Didn't think so.
Once upon a time, I could have shot newspapers on my clothes. Another reason to hate technology. Oh, I think I'm coming down with something.
Can't believe we got stuck down here.
The only way I'm continuing this conversation is over a beer.
Not do that again! Wish we could just shoot any hog we see.
You think I don't know what's going on here?
Fuck walking this deep.
Doesn't it feel like something is about to happen? Do not do that again, Hamza.
Oh, feels like I'm freezing into a solid chunk of ice. Once upon a time, I could have shot newspapers out of my clothes. Another reason to hate technology.
These assholes try anything.
Oh, I think I'm coming down.
You're
with
joking,
something.
right?
Nice equipment.
Hi, how are you?
You think this crackdown will
What
help
are the
business?
We are not having this conversation.
And it's a pleasure to speak with you too.
Where are you going?
Listen, I know opponents are saying.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
What went wrong with your marriage? If you got divorced, then obviously something did.
What are you, 5? Adults get sick of each other. The ones that don't are just pretending. Lock any two people in a room and they'll learn to hate each other sooner or later. It's the most natural thing in the world. I'm actually surprised Angie held out as long as she did. You know, people say I'm not very easy to like.
You don't say. So Angela left you, and you resented her for it.
Resented her? No. That's not who my resentment is directed toward right now.
You resent me? Because I'm trying to figure out who killed her?
Because you're treating me like a suspect. Because you're acting like you care more about her than I do. And mostly because you're the first human being to walk into my apartment and talk to me in almost a year. A year! And this is what we're talking about. I resent the situation.
Anything else come to mind about Angela?
At night, her hair used to get in my nose and make it itchy. It was annoying, but nice. Made me feel human.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I think you're a legitimate suspect. Unless you cooperate and offer some good answers. I think a jury may see it that way too.
Jury? You think hogs get juries in this city? I think that's fucking hilarious. Write that in your little report. Johnny finds me fucking hilarious.
I don't write reports.
Well, take note of this anyway. I wouldn't hurt Angela. And I don't want to know anything about her murder or the investigation.
Why not?
Because if I knew who did it, I might be tempted to kill them. And I don't do that anymore.
I still need to know where you were.
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
You sure you didn't go anywhere tonight?
I went to the bathroom. Twice.
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah, so?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I'm familiar with their retirement plan. Looks like they're treating you real well, Johnny.
Fuck you! I was in New South Wales, man. Hell, I'm still there. Probably gonna spend the rest of my life trying to get out. See, this is the price a man pays to no longer take orders. And something tells me you're not paying it.
Australia. You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
Fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater.
And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. That's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I didn't come here to arrest or absolve you. Only to ask questions.
Apology accepted. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to be left alone.
It's gotten so wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
Tomorrow. If there is a tomorrow. 99 bottles of beer on the wall, 99 bottles of beer.
The goal of the legislation is to ensure that people are as safe from us as we are from them. I am not augmented, but I have many friends who are. And most of them are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe.
Need more beer. 98 bottles of beer on the wall, 98 bottles of beer.
Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and biased and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world.
Something beer on the wall, something beer.
Если в том факте, як to został.
Wel, Palisade sticks that you could get us.
Well, that's interesting.
Gruesome, isn't it?
I'm not Montag. I don't need your help.
If it wasn't for Johnny, I might have pegged you for this. Can't trust anyone. You want me to keep giving you updates every
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
You'll only arrest the victim's husband if the evidence tells you to, right? It's not enough that he's an AUG, and that your bosses want him to go down.
I'll hold my guys off for as long as I can. But unless you can prove someone else killed Angela, or at the very least that Johnny didn't, I don't have much choice. That's why I'm trusting you to talk to him. Give me your honest opinion on what happened here.
Yeah. Why are you trusting me exactly?
Because you gave me the impression of being qualified. Because I'm big enough to admit that maybe I can use the help, and between you and me, because the thought of confronting a man like Johnny Gunn scares the shit out of me.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
People hold a hell of a grudge against AUGs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? AUG or no AUG.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Or maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an AUG. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pause shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the AUG removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobodka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and AUG removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now don't get me wrong, I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Look, I didn't find who the killer is. Sometimes you have to admit there just isn't enough to go on. That the pieces don't fit. Not yet, anyway. But I do know Johnny Gunn didn't kill his wife.
How can you be sure?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
Interpol.
It's time
Who
to
do they
wrap
think
this
they
up.
are?
All right. Let's call it a night. Get someone to pick her up.
What do we do about Johnny Gunn?
Forget him for now. Forget everything.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
We spent most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Something is going to
Díky za všechny ty mrtvoly, blbečky.
Keeping an eye on
My
you
to
all.
uklidíme.
You. I trusted you. Go away.
What happened, Mr. Stanek?
What happened? What happened? They put her in a machine with a dozen other poor augmented people and they did their ascension. There was a low rumbling sound, flickering lights, and then darkness. Nothing. She's gone. They're all gone. I can feel it.
I'm sorry.
Words. Meaningless. You could have done something, but you did nothing! You have to live with that! I did all I could. At least I have that. What do you have? Nothing.
Great. Another one.
Státní policie má oprávnění během stavu nouze vykonávat prohlídky. Prosíme o spolupráci za všech okolností.
Used to be a beautiful city. Now look.
Přímo tady ve městě.
Oh, hello.
You ever think about the repercussions? These social justice warriors fail to see the bigger picture.
You better have a good reason for digging around in Mac's Dubai investigation. I thought we'd agreed that...
Ark is being set up. Someone wants us looking the other way, chasing the obvious target while they prepare their next attack.
What? What are you talking about?
Come on, Miller, it's too neat. You know as well as I do that Ark didn't hit us in Dubai.
Is that so? Who's this someone then, huh? More blank pages? More ghosts? Like the ones you say took out Rucker?
I don't know who they are, not yet, but I know where they are. I've traced them to an old bell tower facility in the Swiss Alps.
Bell tower? That's just a bad memory. All their assets were sold off more than a year ago.
And I'm sure if we look closely at some of the buyers, we'd be staring at a tangle of untraceable shell companies.
You're throwing a lot of assumptions around here. What we need is evidence, Jensen. I told you. Did you even meet with Fletcher? Did you look into the evidence you found at the train station like you said you would?
Yeah, and that took me all over town, away from the real doers, just like it was supposed to. So I decided I need to stop blindly following orders and follow my gut instead.
Following your gut can sometimes blind you to the details, make you miss things. But I suppose if you've done enough legwork to support it. This bell tower facility, how the hell did you find it?
Nothing was sitting right with me. After the ambush in Dubai and then seeing what happened to Rucker, I had to question our assumptions that Ark was behind everything. So I did what any cop would do. Research.
I can't fault you for that, but I'm not sure I can buy it either. Now is a bad time to be going off book. Word of Rucker's death is spreading, and riots are breaking out all over Gollum. If state police can't contain them, we're gonna have a major problem on our hands. I can't afford to send the strike team in on a wild goose chase right now.
I'm not asking you to send the team, send me. Me and Chicane.
Come again.
We do a flyby, check it out from the air. If it's clear, I slip in, take a look around, and we find out if my theory is correct.
And if you're mistaken?
Then we focus back on Ark. And I'll never disobey another order again.
Right.
Chicane, you got enough fuel to reach the Alps?
We'll get there, if that's where we're going.
Do it. But I stay in the loop. No more rogue agent shit. Copy?
Solid copy.
All right. Good luck.
You'll never disobey another order again. Shit, I can already see your nose growing.
I'm not wrong about this. I know that facility has answers. What, are you doubting me too?
I think Miller smells a bit of bullshit on it, but it's good enough to get me moving. You ready to light out?
Hey, when we get to the Alps, we could get into some action. Are you ready for that?
Why? Because I've been flying hack for the last few years. That's the thing about us naturals, Jensen. We never rust. Look, I've been doing this a long time. Been in my share of shit too. Always managed to pull myself out of it.
Fair enough. Just don't leave without me.
Hey, listen up. I know we're not exactly pals, and I know I can be an asshole. But I'm not a fucking asshole. In fact, I'm offended you'd even say something like that.
That's not what I meant.
I'm just messing with you, Jensen. You ready?
Yeah, fire it up.